Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Nikki, and for those of you that are new here, my channel is dedicated to all things literature. I especially like doing book reviews, particularly for indie or lesser known authors like myself. So today's book review is going to be on Something Shifter This Way Comes by Josie Walker. So I can't really say that I liked this one. I am a huge fan of paranormal romance, but this wasn't one. Despite the title emphasizing shifter, nothing supernatural happens for about 3/4 of the book. And I'm not even going to classify this as a romance because the other 75% of the book was a story about some pathetic girl pining after some unattainable asshole. So the novel starts with Crystal Banks having just graduated with a degree in English, and she's looking for a job in publishing. However, her cheating ex-boyfriend has somehow blacklisted her from every publishing house in the city. I'm just hella impressed that she was able to line up so many interviews. It's amazing how many applications I've put in and never heard anything back. And he's kicked her out of their place, so she's pretty desperate for a job. And she stumbles onto an opening for a personal assistant. I liked and respected Crystal for all of 2 seconds at this point. She's had a really shitty day already, and she's been waiting for hours for this last-ditch interview, and the receptionist tells her and the other applicants that that's it for the day. So she's not having that. She barges into the office and basically just demands her interview. Crystal knows this is a terrible first impression, but at least she can say that she went down swinging, and I really liked that about her. This was the scene where I thought, this is going to be an interesting book. This was the only scene that I thought that. Now here's where I lost all respect for her. From the moment she meets him, Crystal knows what kind of man her new boss is. Eric Steele is a conceited, condescending douchebag, and she knows that she shouldn't want him, but through the rest of the book, she makes a total fool of herself over him anyway. She has no brain when it comes to this guy. Really only 2 moments where he shows that there might be something mutual between these two characters to warrant her acting like such an idiot with him. The first time that they start to get close, he shuts that shit down so fast that I got whiplash. And then the second time where there might be something is when Steele gets jealous of another man dancing with Crystal at a party. So this doesn't come off as romantic to me. This is just possessive. It reminds me of a toddler that has a toy that they don't care about and completely ignore, but as soon as another kid comes to play with it, they get super selfish with that toy. My cousin's 4-year-old is the queen of this. At one point, when they're finally having a real conversation, after the shifter part is finally revealed, the first one they've had in the entire book, Crystal makes a comment that she didn't think that her boss actually cared about her, and he asks how she could think that. Because, asshole, you've been nothing but a dick the entire time. And unfortunately, this isn't the only unhealthy relationship Crystal has in the novel. If it was, I might not be bashing on it so much. Even the people that are supposed to be her friends make her feel like shit. Like she's somehow less important because she doesn't have the best clothes or the best hair or whatever. And as I'm reading, I'm just sitting here like, do you have any self-respect? I get that she's desperate for money, but here's the thing. You've got 6 months before you have to start paying back student loans. Get a crappy job and a cheap apartment and start saving. You don't have to put yourself through this crap. I know it sucks. Trust me, I've been there. But it's gotta be better than dealing with some jerk and his bullshit rules. That's why I can't call this a romance. And then I can't really say it's paranormal because even the big reveal of shifters and vampires and magic fell flat. I mean, you know it's coming because of the title, but there's no build up to it, no tension. It's just like, bam, shifter. I waited through all of the boring personal assistant work for this. So then in terms of the actual writing of the novel, it had way too many words that were just all caps. Really, I think there are better ways to show emphasis on certain words than yelling at your reader. As I was reading this book and coming across all of these completely uppercase words, I just kept thinking, whoa bitch, no need to shout. So I try to find something that I like in all the books I read, but this one was just hard for me. Like, I just didn't like it. And I really hate that I'm ranting because, I mean, I'm a writer too. I know how hard it is to put yourself out there with your book. This one just didn't do it for me, though. I have a couple of lingering questions that could have probably been answered if the supernatural part of this paranormal romance was more than just the last few chapters. But it's not enough for me to want to continue reading this series. Alright, so that's it for today. Those are my thoughts on Something Shifter This Way Comes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my review, and if so, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Don't forget that I post new videos on Mondays, so ring the little bell down there somewhere. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!